Welcome to
Soulcalibur 3.
You got it. Soulcalibur 3.
To the new stage of history.
The new stage of history. This is third time I've attempted to record this, and it's going to be the last time I've attempted to record this. I had a little bit of an issue getting this emulated and running at a consistent frame rate, but I think I finally got it. Hopefully, we'll find out. Anyway, Soulcalibur 3. It is a fantasy fighting game for the PS2, and one of my all-time favorite fucking games ever. A lot of people say that Soulcalibur 2 was the highlight of the series. That is also a fucking fantastic game. And I would say, though, I marginally prefer this one, mainly because it basically takes all the same characters from Soulcalibur 2 and significantly expands their movesets. That's going to be the main reason why I prefer playing this game, because it's just the same characters, but better. But that being said, there is at least one significant issue with this game. Other than that, it crashes. Uh-oh. 1 second here. Let me try to fix this. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So, oh god, that... I don't know what caused that. So, let's try that one more time. So, basically, there's... That is an issue with the emulation, just to be very clear. That is an issue with my attempt to emulate this game. The issue with the game itself, that I was about to refer to, is Chronicles of the Sword. Rather than having the Weapon Master mode, which is basically like a series of challenge modes that had like all the unlockables from Soulcalibur 2, they have Chronicles of the Sword mode, which is kind of like a weird sort of RTS style game, which is very long and very time consuming. Not nearly as fun. But the biggest issue with it is that it comes with a notorious save corruption bug, which is not so hot. Fortunately, it's super reproducible. You know exactly what causes it. Basically, anytime you start Chronicles of the Sword, it creates a separate save file on your memory card for Chronicles of the Sword specifically. Anytime you close out of Soulcalibur 3 and you pop in a different game, and you create save data on the same memory card, that corrupts your Chronicles of the Sword save data, which is super frustrating. And the main issue with that, other than the fact that you have to restart Chronicles of the Sword all over, is that Chronicles of the Sword is basically how you get most of the unlockables for character creation, which is, of course, also super frustrating. So, yeah, main solution to that is just have a dedicated Soulcalibur 3 memory card. But if you didn't know that, I mean, you could be forgiven for getting really fucking frustrated with this game, because it, you know, a bunch of your save progress is forever lost. Fortunately, it doesn't affect the main portion of the game, which is everything but Chronicles of the Sword. And beyond that, it's still super fun game to play. So, what I'm going to do first off is we're going to go to practice and free training. Now, before I jump in, I would like to challenge you right now to take a wild flippin' fucking guess. What is my main character in Soulcalibur 3? Give you a few seconds here. Who does Omnizoa main in Soulcalibur 3? If you guessed Tira, you'd be absolutely incorrect. That is not the character I main. That is actually Nightmare. And the character that I main second is Alternate Costume Taki. Those are my two main characters that I play in this game. Tira's still fun, though. I appreciate her as an addition to this game, as well as Setsuka, who is also an addition to this game, as well as Asamel, who is also an addition to this game. They're all really cool. I like them too. They're not the only characters that were added to this game, but they were the three main, you know, advertising points. Hey, we got Zasalamel and Zira and Setsuka, and they're all really cool. Anyway, Nightmare. Let's go. We're gonna go up against Siegfried. That's it. And we're not gonna do Lost Cathedral, because for whatever reason, it's very visually intensive and it likes to slow down the game for some reason. We're gonna go to the Clock Tower.
Versus Siegfried.
Nooyah!
Fight.
So, I'd like to say, right away, that I personally love Nightmare. That's very satisfying to do. So is basically everything you can do in this game, but I would like to say that I just like playing as Nightmare because he's just one big burly, angry, evil motherfucker. And there's nothing transparent or subtle about him. He just wants to conquer the world, he wants to take your soul, and that's about it. Now let's talk about some of the things I can do with him. Now, the main gimmick to Nightmare is that he's got a night side stance, where basically he can, well, he can do that for one. That is not night side stance. But honestly, I don't know how to get into night side stance, and I don't really care, because it doesn't really enable terribly good moves from him. Now, Siegfried, who I'm playing against, he's got a lot of great moves that are stance dependent, and he has actually multiple stances to play in. You want to figure out how to do stances with Siegfried, because he can do some really cool stuff. But with Nightmare, who is supposed to be like his alter ego and stuff, he only has the night side stance, but he doesn't really need it anyway, because he's got a bunch of really good utility moves. So let's talk about some of the things he can do. One thing he can do that Siegfried can also do is a special grapple move called Flapjack. So if we're crouching and we perform a throw attack, Flapjack, you get it? Yeah, he can do that. Nightmare and Siegfried are the only ones in the game who have a crouching grapple like that. What's also fun to note is that if your opponent is prone on the ground and you use Flapjack, it actually stands them up, which is really weird. Get over there. Okay, so another thing you can do is that if you're in a crouching position, this is not to emphasize that Nightmare has a whole bunch of, you know, unique crouching moves or anything, but you can also do this. That is not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. There you go. That is a unique command grapple that he can do, which is super fun. It's basically, while you're crouching down and holding down, you roll quarter circle forward and triangle, which accidentally does that sometimes. There you go. That's what I meant to do. So if you're at distance, you'll just poke him like that, but if you're close enough, it'll go into that grapple, which is super cool. Another thing you can do, if you wanted to knock someone off your map in like the coolest way possible, you could perform a drop kick, which is not how to do that. I'm sorry, I'm just terrible at this game. Drop kick. There you go. Also, anytime your characters turn like all like lightning-y and stuff, that is a guard breaking attack. So even if they get hit by it, it will break their guard. Like that. Of course, that is also a low attack, so more than likely they're not going to be blocking low to block it. It's probably his most abusable move right there. Anyway, I would say he's also got a shockwave, which is actually a counterattack. He can take a hit while he's in shockwave, and he can immediately shockwave back and knock them out of the combo, which is super cool. And perhaps my favorite move... Actually, let me see, how are we going to do this? So if you knock someone down, you can do that. I believe you can also do it with a kick. How do we do this? That's his night side stance, by the way. There you go. That is when you get the fire and everything, that's an unblockable attack. That means you're taking it whether you're guarding or not. So he's got a burning foot attack. God, get fucking stomped, bitch. Stomping. That's really fun to do. But perhaps my favorite move is this. That is a combination of a few different commands there. Mainly, you have to be running. You have to do triangle, so that will do a vertical attack that knocks him into the air. You got to do a short dash forward, and then he's got a special, like, counter grapple move. There's only this. Normally, this just hits. It's just kind of a high whack in the face, but under those circumstances, you can actually get him. Actually, we can just kill him right here. That's not how you fucking do it. That's not how you do it either. Why isn't that not a grapple? Hold up. Why is this not working the way I'm expecting? There you go. That's the move I was trying to do. Okay, so he's got to be facing you. Your grapples change depending on what direction your character's facing, by the way. Which is super cool and adds variety to the game that you don't see in other fighters. Like Street Fighter, you know? Super fun. Anyway, yeah, let me try that one more time. Or you can knock them off accidentally. It's possible that you can, like, kick them into the air, and they would be wrung out, but you can also grab them out of ring out and throw them back into the fight, which is super cool. Bye-bye. Alright. Now we just gotta do this in story mode. I want to do story mode.
Soulcalibur 3.
Because there's some unlockables we can get. Obviously, this is a fresh save. All of these are like characters we haven't unlocked yet. Imagine being in year 2022 and having to purchase your additional playable characters. Ha 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 ha. Once upon a time, that was free, you fucking bitch. Alright, Nightmare.
I'll burn you alive.
Let's go. We're just skipping through it. Okay, so if you want to get to the special Night Terror final battle... Night Terror final battle? If you want to get to the special ending with Nightmare, you always have to choose the options that either favor gaining more power or getting stronger souls. It's an easy way to remember how to get there. It comes with a mandatory Will-o'-the-Wisp fight. Ow! Comes with a mandatory Will-o'-the-Wisp fight, which I screwed up on last time I tried doing this. By the way, that's the best way to get the stab into the ground attack. If you do the hold back and what is that, R1 that I have? Okay, seek strong souls. No, it's not hold R1. It's a triangle. It's back and triangle. He does a really quick guard breaking attack. That's not it. No. That's not it. I'm sorry. Now I'm screwing this up so badly. I'm sorry. That's the move I was trying to do. How was I doing that before? I don't remember. It's a horizontal attack, dummy. Why am I thinking I gotta use triangle? That's a great thing about Soulcalibur, is it's actually super intuitive controls. X is block, circle is your short melee non-weapon attack, square is your horizontal weapon attack, and triangle is your vertical weapon attack. Makes a lot of sense. It's very logical and intuitive. It's very much not every other fighting game, which is like you need 3 flavors of punch, and you need 3 flavors of kick.
It's time for you to die.
And a whole bunch of them are just hyper redundant and stupid. All of the characters in this game have, like, sextuple the size of move lists as you have in something like King of Fighters or Street Fighter.
Yes, that's right. That's what it takes. Do you really think you can stop me?
It adds so much variety to the game, you know? Because your opponent can always whip out something totally fucking different. Ow! I'm getting my ass kicked. Ooh, he blocked my flapjack. Oh, I got fucking wrecked him. By the way, what I did just there, which is after I killed him, I was able to run forward and continue beating on his body. That is something that they took away from later Soulcalibur games and has contributed to why Soulcalibur nowadays is a fucking shit game in comparison to what it used to be. Work to continue recovering strength. Acquire more power.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword. I want to hear your anguish.
I suggest you run away, quickly.
Versus Thief. Fight! You win! I shall show you
The greatest nightmare. Nightmare's voice lines are great in this game.
Please get out of my way.
The voice actor, I would say, is just below where Nightmare's at in Soulcalibur 2, though. It is a different voice actor. Absolutely wrecking these guys. No end to this nightmare. Voldo.
versus Voldo. Fight!
Whoa! Get wrecked out of the air. Nice. Yes, I can see your darkness. Yeah. Stop. This is where I screwed up last time. Fight Will-o'-the-Wisp. He's got a random weapon. Defeat the enemy before time runs out.
I shall show you the end of days.
Yes.
Versus Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Alright, another nightmare. See, he can do that. Like I said. Ah! Stop doing this! Well, I lost. Now I'm not getting the ending. Games used to be like that, you know. Very frustrating. But, at the same time, not very time-consuming. At least in this game.
I shall cast you into
Stupid
a watery grave.
cutscene QuickTime events.
Versus Cervantes. Fight!
Cervantes. Ow! I was never a fan of Cervantes. Oh, God. Well, okay.
You lose.
No one can stop
9.
Not because he beat me or anything.
For the weak.
I just don't like his fighting style.
Cervantes. Fight!
Oop. Almost got that grapple. There you go.
Offer yourself.
Alright.
Her blade cannot
Setsuka.
be seen. Her strikes are but flashes in her enemy's eye. Let fear sink into your soul.
Yes.
My life is not yours for the taking.
Versus Setsuka. Fight!
Setsuka's very fast. She's like the fastest character in the game next to Talum. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, that's not good. I'm dead.
You lose.
Fear me, for I am a demon.
9.
You shall become my nourishment.
My nourishments. Give it to me. Ow! 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 I couldn't sidestep. Ah! Fucking poked to death.
You lose.
You must fight to live. That's all there is to it.
9.
I'm no master at this game, but I have played the shit out of it. My fun with this game is comfortably casual, and I am okay with that. Actually, so my point of what I was saying where I can, you know, have fun just getting my ass kicked, I mean that very literally, in that, my first exposure to this game,
My blade be your demise.
well, not this game specifically, but Soulcalibur 2
You shall
was,
taste of my
I had a friend who would play Link
Let's
in
see
that
what
game.
you can do.
He was a huge Nintendo nerd, and he would play Link all the time on GameCube, and he would encourage me to play against him. But he was much better at Link than me in that game. And so he would kill me over and over and over again. Because I'd, like, never played the game before, right? Suddenly... You might think it's, like, kind of an asshole thing to do, where it's like, oh, yeah, play me in this fighting game. And then he just fucking crushes my nuts over and over again. Well, joke's on you, I'm into that shit. So actually, I picked up Nightmare, and I figured out, like, his, like, gameplay habits
Will be easy.
enough to figure out how I could actually play around him and be kind of unpredictable, where he couldn't beat me consistently anymore, and so suddenly we had, like, this rivalry was Link versus Nightmare and shit. Why am I having so much trouble with Setsuka right now? Sidestep. Still managed to fucking counter throw that. Come on. What's ridiculous about those counter throws where when I grab them and they knock me back, what's completely ridiculous about that is that they have to hit the exact same type of throw each time. So there's normal throw and there's an alternate throw. The first time I attempted to throw them and they knocked me off, it was a normal throw. So they had to hit normal throw that exact same moment. The second time I did an alternate throw and they still did it. So right there, they just knocked off my throw. It's because they hit the throw command at the same time. That is a complete 50-50 chance for them to do that. But of course, this is the AI, so the AI fucking cheats. The AI can't be grabbed sometimes. Oh my god. I haven't changed, like, the difficulty setting or anything. You can set the AI to extremely hard. And I've seen people, like, make the AI look like a complete chump on extremely hard. I can't do that. Extremely hard is really fucking hard. It is very aptly named, in my opinion. They will, like... They'll, like... instant counter everything you can do. Like what I just did an attack and they just parried me. They'll just parry all my shit. All my shit all day. There we go. Got something on you there. The AI knows to block that shit. There we go. Get fucking owned! Finally. Let darkness take you. Okay, cut down the boastful man as a warning to others. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I lost the Will-O-the-Wisp fight, so... Depending on, like, how I win. Raphael is like your destined battle in the, is your destined battle in the first game. If I did this in a different order or had different win rates, I would have had, like, a cutscene with him or what have you. Proceed further in.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
Special fight.
I want to hear your anguish.
This is your last chance to mend your ways.
Versus unknown soul. Fight!
You wanna grapple me? I'll grapple you. Bye-bye.
You win!
Gather before me.
Darkness of the Abyss. Nice. Alright, final battle time. The time for the final battle between the two swords was at hand.
The time
Uh-oh. I am hearing a little bit of audio lag.
This time, I shall take my body back.
Versus Siegfried.
Ah, it's a lag. Yeah, that's a bit of lag, I'm sorry. Ow! Alright, we got past the lag.
I'm impressed
Oh.
that you made it this far.
God.
Not bad at all. My dream is about to be realized. You, however, are not worthy of witnessing this glorious moment. Leave this place at once.
The game is like fixing at 30 FPS during this scene. I didn't realize it does that. I didn't have the QuickTime event option. Alright, very definitely final battle time. Lock it! Yeah.
That's the best you can do.
Awake. The real Soul Edge.
Versus Abyss. Fight!
It's lagging. Oh god. It's just when we look at, like, the, it's just when we see that skybox. The skybox just lags the game. Let's look this way, guys. Ah, uh-oh. Ow.
You lose. 9. Versus Abyss. Fight!
I've done what I can to try to address the lag. I can't figure out what to do about it. Ow!
You lose.
This is absurd. I shall break you like a twig.
9.
Abyss is basically just like Zosalamel, but busted.
Versus Abyss. Fight!
Ow! Uh-oh.
You lose.
Your end is here.
9.
Give me your
Versus Abyss. Fight!
Like, that move is fucking ridiculous. He doesn't have that normally. Uh-oh. Get fucked. God damn it.
You lose. 9. Give me versus Abyss.
Yeah, it's just whenever it loads in and you see those fucking fireballs in the background. Ow. Oh, that move. It was a low attack. Damn it.
You lose.
Those eyes. It looks like I must destroy you.
9.
Give me your darkness.
Give me your darkness, Abyss. There we go. There we go. Got some guard breaking shit in there. The greatest nightmare. But this cutscene is not capping at 30. That's weird. I wonder how it decides to do some and not the other. I don't know.
It's nearby. Don't leave your post.
Alright, depending on what I choose here, I turn into Night Terror. I think the animation, if I don't choose Night Terror, is cooler, but this is like the canon ending, so... Night Terror. Bag. And he just floats away. Bye-bye. Just came down to say hello. Bye-bye now. Bum, 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 bum.
The legend will never die.
Game over. Received 65,500 gold. Hell yeah. Unlock Sophitia. Unlock Cervantes. Unlocked a map. A map. A map. A map. Map. Event viewer. A weapon. A weapon. A weapon. A weapon. Background art.
Soulcalibur 3.
Alright, guys.
Welcome to the new
Thanks for watching. I think I'll do another one of these with Taki. Bye-bye now.